As soon as a distress call comes in, they have to decide whether to call on nearby boats for assistance, dispatch a rescue helicopter,
You've got a kayak in difficulties there.
or scramble the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. The RNLI can average over 80 call-outs a month on the channel, and last year they rescued over 1,000 people from its waters.
We're definitely not heroes. We go out, we do our best. No crew member would say they're a hero. We've probably got to have a screw loose to be doing this job, to be honest. On occasions, we're going out when everyone's back in.
Paul Lejean joined the Newhaven RNLI in 1980.
My job is to maintain the boat for 24/7 call out, so she's ready to go to sea at any time. I mean, it's 44 tonne of boat here. With a decent crew on board, there's not an awful lot she can't achieve. I'm extremely proud of this boat. I try and look after it and maintain it as best I can. She's just like another member of the family. And she behaves well.
Paul is the only full-time employee at this base, and he relies on a network of 15 local volunteers.
We never know when the shout's coming out. We can be at home, you can be tucked up in bed 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. We're having a meal out with the family. As soon as that bleeps, they're off and they're down here as quick as they can.
As well as being a hub for ferries and freighters, the seas around Newhaven are popular with surfers, kayakers and divers.
We never know what we're going to be tasked to until we get on the boat. It could be a passenger ferry on fire or sinking. We do a lot of tow jobs. People cut off by the tide, rescuing people's dogs that run off the cliff, chasing a rabbit, and people in the water that have got themselves in difficulties.
Lifeboat, this is Southern Coastguard. Southern Newhaven, go ahead. Newhaven Ocean Warrior, a 33-foot angling boat with a suspected kayak casualty. Over. Southern Coastguard, Newhaven, that's all copies. We're just going to frequency and bring up full speed.
Today, the Coastguard has paged Paul with an urgent call-out.
And ETA is about 30-35 minutes. We've now received a distress call from a fishing vessel that someone has had a cardiac arrest on the fishing vessel, and we're going to get a position so we can go straight to the casualty and assist in whatever way we can.
Paul and his crew of volunteers are called out up to 60 times a year, making them one of the busiest RNLI crews in the channel. Speed is of the essence in an emergency, and Paul's all-weather vessel can reach 25 knots.
It's going to take us about 30 minutes to get there. He's about 15 miles off. The skipper said he's not in a good way, so we're going to get crew members on board. It's possible CPR. We've got oxygen and first aid kits getting ready now.
There are no trained medics on board the fishing vessel, making it hard for comms operator Mike to determine the severity of the situation.
He's still obviously not with it, so we need to get there as soon as possible, make some assessments, get him on some oxygen, because obviously he's got a potential there to have another cardiac arrest. So time critical, we need to get there within the golden hour, so we can try and preserve life and prevent deterioration as well. So that's all systems go.
Newhaven Lifeboat, Southern Coastguard, be aware that the casualty vessel Ocean Warrior is making best speed back towards Newhaven, and we are also scrambling Coastguard Rescue 104.
Southern Coastguard, Newhaven Lifeboat, that's all copies. Understood, many thanks.
Because of the critical nature of the call-out, the crew devises a plan to reach the fishing boat as quickly as possible.
10 miles from us. 10 miles. 2 vessels, not actually head on, but actually going towards each other. We've got a rendezvous at the right point to get people on there to assist straight away. So we've got another updated position of the vessel, and that's what they're feeding in now to the computer, so we can rendezvous with him at the right point. But the Coastguard rescue helicopter 104 that's been scrambled. Depending who gets there first and what is found on scene, it depends whether we leave him on the fishing vessel or maybe airlifted.
Shaving a few minutes off their arrival time could mean the difference between life and death. Off the coast of Newhaven, the RNLI team is responding to a Coastguard call-out. A day tripper on a charter fishing boat is unconscious after suffering a suspected cardiac arrest.
If you had lifeboat just confirm, do you have one of your paramedics on board today?
So that's the negative at this moment in time. Obviously, we are trained to a certain standard of first aid, carry oxygen, etc. But we'll do our best until 104 arrives over.
The gentleman's had a suspected cardiac arrest, and now he's actually come to, so they've stopped chest compressions at this moment in time. He's still obviously not with it.
Although there's no paramedic on board the lifeboat, 3 of the crew, including local businessman Al Novice, are first aiders.
Aspirin's all ready, oxygen's ready, it's going in free flow in the bag. So yeah, we're ready to roll.
With constant radio contact from the fishing boat skipper, the team is kept up to date on the man's condition.
He's conscious, yes, and he keeps trying to get up, so he might be confused as well, because they're trying to get him laid back down again.
Yeah, there's a target on our starboard side, that might be him.
The crew needs to get on board quickly, but it's a precision job to bring the 2 vessels side by side for a safe boarding.
Give you a course on a scene over.
First aider Al and his team board to make an initial assessment.
Mark, help Alpha!
Yeah, the oxygen. That's it.
They put the casualty into a sitting position to make breathing easier.
Right, the intention now, Nick, is to let go and carry on at speed to Newhaven. We don't want to move him onto here because we haven't done the assessment yet. So we're leaving him on there, continuing to Newhaven. It may be a case that the chopper lifts him straight from there, if that is needed.
Just got the oxygen coming.
Have you got it, sir? Have you noticed what symptoms occurs?
Nothing heard, I got damaged spine and hips.
Right, okay.
The team administers oxygen and check his vital signs. But when they monitor his breathing rate, the results are worrying.
7, yeah. Okay, 6, yeah. Newhaven Lifeboat, this is Ocean. Quick update, we're just doing the monitors, the casualties, big 6, and the wood needs immediate evacuation, over.
Big sick is where the casualty comes up under one of our measures and is in an area where it could be a serious illness or injury. So immediately, when it's flagged under our first aid cards as big sick, that's an immediate evacuation. What we established was he had been unconscious for 10 minutes, which is a very long time.
Have you got any change in symptoms in pains or anything? Okay.
Yeah, Lifeboat Ocean Warrior, do you want to do the evacuation for the lifeboat that is going to call us stern if we can move the casualty? Stand by, please, stand by.
All the crew can do is keep the man comfortable while they await the Coastguard's helicopter.
Coastguard Rescue 104. This is Ocean Warrior, over.
Ocean Warrior, Rescue 104. We'll look at taking the casualty off your record.
Rescue 104, understand.
The helicopter crew wants to evacuate the patient from the RNLI lifeboat, so he will have to be transferred from the fishing vessel.
Yeah, I think that's going to be tough because of the height differences as well.
But with time ticking away fast, in the end the decision is made to lift the casualty from the fishing boat instead.
Change your plan. We're going to lift at full speed off the back of here. We can have everybody forward under the canvas.
Winchman's now been put down from Rescue Helicopter 104. He will also do a quick assessment, get information from their crew, from their assessment, what they've done to the guy. He has got a big tick marker, which means he does have to be lifted immediately. The helicopter's now flown off. As you can see by the noise of the spray, it doesn't help to have him hovering over all the time.
The Coastguard winchman determines it's safe to move the patient.
It does feel good when we made a positive difference. We've been out there, we've helped, and we've resolved the situation that that person was in at the time. Could have got worse and possibly lost a life.
The man was airlifted to Brighton Hospital. He had suffered a heart attack, but thanks to the quick medical attention he made a rapid recovery and a few days later was back home.
That'll be the end of our morning really, unless we get anything else. Get back to Newhaven, wash down, fuel up, and have a cup of tea.